Hi, my name is Justin, aka Ghost Reader, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the book To Sleep in the Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. This book was published by, this audiobook, so I have the audiobook version of this book, was published by Macmillan Audio, and I got it as an art from NetGalley, so I'd like to thank Macmillan Audio and NetGalley for the chance to review this book. It comes out on September 15th, so you can pick it up then. I got this audiobook mainly because the narrator was Jennifer Hale. I like Jennifer Hale's work in Mass Effect on the Mass Effect series, so I was like, if she's narrating a story, why not? So basically, this is a sci-fi. I think this is actually Paolini's first sci-fi. I know he did fantasy. He wrote Aragon. I didn't read Aragon, the Aragon series myself, but I remember when it came out and being inspired to write myself. Haven't actually gotten around to writing, but maybe. Well, I have written, but haven't published anything. This is his work. This world that he has created. Humanity has been able to fly among the stars for the past 300 years, putting colonies wherever they go as they move forward. They've achieved faster than light travel. And our protagonist, Kira Navarez, she works for a company that's out there scouting planets for places where they can put down colonies, either for resources and stuff like that. So while she's out doing a last-minute job before a big change is happening in her life, she gets an even bigger change, an unexpected change, when she has an encounter with this alien technology that turns out to be a suit of turns out to be like a living suit, alien suit. So basically, it covers her whole body. It can defend itself. It can change its texture into many shapes. It could, and like I said, it could defend itself. And of course, she's freaked out. Everyone else around her is freaked out. And from that moment on, it's for most of the book, she's trying to figure out what this thing is and how to control it, if she can control it. And along the way, humanity certainly has encounters with hither, like, no one has seen this alien species before, but it pops into the scene, and the war starts with this alien group called the Jellies, who seem to have been attracted by the fact that she now has the suit on. And then another alien species along the way called the Nightmares pops up. So it becomes like a three-way war between the humans, the Jellies, and the Nightmares. And in the middle is Kira trying to figure out how to stay alive, but also how to try to end the war, which seems to be sparked by the fact that this suit that is now part of her is now active. And along the way, she becomes part of the crew. She becomes part of the crew of the ship called the Walpole, and she makes connections with people on that ship. There's a very interesting cast of characters on the crew, and together they seek to try to find a way to preserve the peace and perhaps save humanity from this war that is raging throughout the galaxy. So I actually I thought the plot for this book was great. I thought that I really enjoyed the plot. I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the interactions between, like, Kira and the captain of the Walpole and all the other characters on the Walpole, the computer ship, or the ship mine, as they're called in this world. Forget his name off the top of my head, but his crazy interactions. But mostly what I liked about it was the world that Paolini has built. The idea of a ship mine and how that's created. The FTL, the description of how FTL works, and that's faster than light travel. How faster than light travel works in this particular world. And details like that really make this world feel lived in and thought out. Not just simple, like, if we go from point A to point B, but you actually, you get the feel that you actually, like, researched what the science would be or could be around building like an FTL machine. So that, I really like those details. Like I said, enjoyed the characters in this book, hearing their backstories, the interactions that Kira has, especially on an emotional level when she emotionally connects with the characters. There are very funny moments, there are very serious moments, and there are sad moments in this book. So you get a range of emotions evoked through the interactions with all these characters, and you root for Kira throughout the whole book. even though, you know, she's not perfect, she makes mistakes, she makes some big mistakes, but you're rooting for her, and you hope that she, you know, she makes it through, along with this this alien suit that she has, because she, you know, she builds a relationship with it, because while it's not, I would say, alive in the way we would think of it, it does have feelings, and it can pass on memories from past events that has happened to it in the past. So by the time you get to the end of the book, you know, all of these relationships that you see, you're really invested in it. I thought he wrote those really well. For me, one kind of point that took away from the reading for me, I just think that at times the story kind of dragged for me at times, maybe 3 or 4 points in the book where I was just like, you know, like I'm not sure if you know, I'm losing interest in the story. Like just when I was about at that point where I've lost interest, like the story would hit a point where my interest was, I was driven back into the plot of the story. So that happened a couple of times. So I can't give it a 5 out of 5 stars, but I will give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really like the ending of it, and that kind of sealed it with a bow on top, because I was kind of between like a 3 and a 3.5, and I think the ending for me is what pushed it to like a 4.5. So it's not like a wrap it up in a tiny bow ending, but it was a very satisfying ending for where the characters end up with everything that's gone on. I think it was a very good ending. It's not it's a very plausible ending, but also gives you a very, I think, like emotionally satisfying in a way, and also in some other ways maybe not so much. It can hurt a little bit, which is good, I think, in the ending. It doesn't need to all be like happy-go-lucky, but I think that I really enjoyed, like I said, the ending of this. So that is it for me for this review. I think that if you like sci-fi, you'll definitely like this book. I think that, you know, if you listen to an audiobook, I think it's great. Jennifer Hale did a good job. She does different voices for all the different characters in the book, which is great. So I had a really good audio experience. So yeah, besides the points where I felt the story lag, I thought this was just overall just an amazing book. So that is it for this review. If you like this review, actually, if you before I get to the very end, put down in the comment section below what's your favorite sci-fi book, your last favorite sci-fi book. If you read sci-fi, put that down in the comment section below. I'm always looking for some sci-fi to read, so definitely let me know down in the comment section below what's your favorite. I don't think I've asked that before, but even if I have, whatever. So yeah, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at GhostReads28, or on Instagram at Justin Ghost Reader, and also on Goodreads. The link to that is down in the description box below. So as always, keep reading, and Black Lives Matter.